Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into something super exciting, mind-reading technology. For ages, the idea of reading minds has felt like pure science fiction, right? It's been the stuff of movies and books, something you'd never think could actually happen. But guess what? In labs and research centers all over the globe, brilliant scientists are making this wild dream a reality. Isn't that just mind-blowing? New frontier in neuroscience and artificial intelligence is emerging, one where technology can listen to the silent conversations within our own heads. This isn't about psychic abilities. It's about pioneering science that deciphers the brain's complex electrical and chemical signals, translating them into language. This breakthrough promises to restore communication for those who have lost it, and offers unprecedented insight into the very nature of human thought. The key to this revolution lies in a technology known as brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. These sophisticated systems are designed to create a direct pathway between the human brain and an external device. At their core, BCIs use sensors to detect the intricate patterns of brain activity and then translate this neural data into commands or even coherent speech. This process bridges the gap between intention and action, bypassing the body's conventional pathways of nerves and muscles. The methods for achieving this vary significantly in their approach and intrusiveness, generally falling into two main categories: invasive and non-invasive. The most direct and powerful method involves invasive BCIs, which require surgically implanting arrays of tiny electrodes directly onto the surface of the brain, a procedure known as electrocorticography, ECOG. These electrodes are positioned to listen in on the electrical chatter of thousands of neurons in real time. By capturing these high-fidelity neural signals from the brain's speech centers, researchers can interpret the intended words and phrases a person is thinking. This raw data is then fed into a computer, which uses advanced algorithms to decode it into audible speech through a synthetic voice or display it as text on a screen, offering a powerful new voice to individuals silenced by paralysis or neurological disorders. While incredibly promising, this approach carries the inherent risks associated with any major neurosurgery, including the potential for infection, bleeding, and seizures. On the other end of the spectrum are non-invasive BCIs, which offer a way to peer into the brain without a single incision. These systems utilize external devices, most commonly electroencephalography, EEG caps. These caps are fitted with numerous small electrodes that rest on the scalp to measure the brain's electrical waves. EEG technology is far less risky and more accessible than surgical implants, making it a valuable tool for a wide range of research and potential consumer applications. By detecting the broad electrical rhythms generated by large populations of neurons firing in synchrony, these devices can be used to control simple computer cursors, operate robotic arms, or even select letters from a virtual keyboard. However, the skull and scalp act as natural barriers, diffusing and weakening the neural signals, which makes the data gathered by non-invasive methods less precise than that from direct implants. The raw data collected from both invasive and non-invasive BCIs, whether it's the precise firing of a single neuron or the broad electrical hum of a brain region, is extraordinarily complex and noisy. This is where the power of artificial intelligence becomes indispensable. AI, and specifically the advanced algorithms of large language models, serves as the critical interpreter that translates the chaotic symphony of brain activity into meaningful information. Without AI, the terabytes of neural data would remain largely indecipherable, an unreadable script of our inner world. To achieve this remarkable feat of translation, researchers embark on an intensive training process for their AI models. They collect vast amounts of brain activity data from volunteers, often using techniques like functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, or EEG scans. During these sessions, participants might be asked to listen to stories, imagine speaking certain sentences, or view thousands of different images. All the while, the scanners record the corresponding patterns of neural activity. This massive dataset, which pairs specific brain states with specific stimuli or thoughts, is then used to train the AI. The model learns to recognize the unique neural signatures associated with different words, concepts, images, and even emotional states. Once trained, the AI can apply this learned knowledge to decode new, unseen brain activity in near real time. When a person connected to a BCI thinks of a word or pictures an object, the AI analyzes the resulting brain patterns, compares them to the vast library of patterns it has learned, and generates the most probable output. This could be a word, a complete sentence, or even a synthesized image that approximates what the person was visualizing. This decoding process is what allows the technology to function as a mind reader, generating text or speech directly from thought, creating a powerful new channel for communication and expression. So, what is this groundbreaking technology truly capable of today? The progress in decoding language from brain activity is perhaps the most significant achievement. Several landmark studies have demonstrated the ability to successfully decode unspoken thoughts into intelligible sentences and text. In these experiments, participants with paralysis, unable to speak or type, have been able to communicate simply by thinking. This provides a profound and life-changing avenue for connection for individuals who are otherwise locked in their own bodies, offering them a way to express their needs, thoughts, and feelings to loved ones and caregivers. Beyond language, neurotechnology is also being developed to identify and understand our emotional landscape. By analyzing the subtle shifts in brain activity patterns, some systems are learning to recognize emotional states such as happiness, sadness, or anxiety. This capability has far-reaching implications, not just for communication, but also for mental health, potentially offering a more objective way to diagnose and monitor conditions characterized by emotional dysregulation. However, it is crucial to temper our excitement with a dose of realism. The accuracy of these mind-reading systems is still a work in progress and varies greatly depending on the technology used and the complexity of the thought being decoded. For instance, some studies using non-invasive EEG devices have shown an accuracy rate of around 40% in decoding individual words from a limited vocabulary. While impressive, this is far from the seamless, error-free thought transcription depicted in science fiction. The more precise, invasive systems have achieved higher accuracy, but they are not yet perfect. Furthermore, current technology cannot provide a full verbatim transcript of our mental experience. Human consciousness is not a single, linear stream of words. It is a lightning-fast, multi-layered cascade of simultaneous processes. At any given moment, we are processing sensory inputs like sights and sounds, dredging up memories, forming abstract concepts, and experiencing emotions all at once. Today's BCIs can only tap into a tiny fraction of this complex internal monologue. They can decode the dominant thought, like the intention to speak a sentence, but they cannot yet capture the rich, parallel tapestry of our inner world. Despite these limitations, the future potential of this technology is immense and holds the promise to reshape medicine and human interaction. Its most immediate and impactful application is for individuals who have lost the ability to speak due to neurological conditions like amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, brainstem stroke, or severe cerebral palsy. For these patients, BCIs represent more than just a communication aid. They represent a restoration of agency and a connection to the world. Brain implants are already allowing people to control prosthetic limbs and communicate through a synthetic voice, granting them a degree of independence that was previously unimaginable. The applications extend deep into the realm of mental health as well. By providing a more objective window into the brain, this technology could be used to better understand and diagnose the underlying neural mechanisms of conditions like chronic depression, anxiety disorders, or post-traumatic stress disorder. This could lead to more personalized and effective treatments, moving beyond subjective self-reporting to data-driven therapeutic interventions. Advances in neurotechnology will undoubtedly aid in the monitoring and treatment of a wide array of neurological and mental health conditions. To get to this future, researchers are constantly refining the tools they use to gather data from the brain. One such technique is positron emission tomography, or PET. In a PET scan, a patient is injected with a safe, radioactive form of glucose. The principle is simple. A busy brain is a hungry brain. The parts of the brain that are most active during a given task, whether it's solving a complex puzzle like a Rubik's Cube or recalling a memory, will consume more of this glucose food. A PET scanner can detect the radioactive signals from the glucose, producing a vibrant 3D image that shows which brain areas are working the hardest. This technique can resolve brain activity down to a scale of 4 to 5 millimeters, an area that still contains millions of neurons. While useful, it doesn't provide the level of detail needed to decode fine-grained thought. To date, our most powerful and widely used non-invasive tool for this purpose is functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI. This technology does not measure neural activity directly, but instead tracks a byproduct of it, changes in blood flow and oxygen levels. When a region of the brain becomes active, it demands more energy, and the vascular system responds by drawing more oxygenated blood to that area to keep the neurons firing. An fMRI scanner uses powerful magnets and radio waves to chart precisely where this oxygen-rich blood is collecting. Standard fMRI scanners can typically achieve a resolution of about 3 millimeters, but new, ultra-high field scanners are pushing these boundaries, beginning to probe brain tissue with astonishing detail down to 50 micrometers, or 50 thousandths of a millimeter. This leap in resolution is revolutionizing our ability to gather high-quality data for training AI decoders. A compelling example comes from a 2022 study at the University of Minnesota. The journey to fully understand the human mind is a long and winding road filled with twists and turns. It's not just about the science, it's about grappling with the ethical questions that come with mind-reading tech. Can you imagine the implications? We're standing on the edge of a new era, where the lines between our thoughts and machines are starting to blend. It's exciting, yet a little scary, right? This technology is really something special. As it keeps evolving, it's opening up amazing possibilities to heal, connect, and finally unlock those deep mysteries of consciousness that have baffled us for ages. Can you believe it? The brain's silent language is slowly being decoded, and it's just so mind-blowing. Every new discovery feels like we're peeling back layers to reveal what it truly means to be human. It's like we're on the brink of a major breakthrough. Just think about it. Understanding emotions, thoughts, and memories could change everything. If you're enjoying this journey with us, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing insights.